Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. All right, y'all, it is Vlogmas day 4. Now, I got to keep up with these. We got 20 more to go. We just not getting started, but we getting into some meat of the action. No pun required. Y'all been following me enough. You know, Christmas is all about duck for me. Duck and dressing is what I've been eating for Christmas since I was a knee-high to a grasshopper, y'all. I'm telling you, this is my Christmas. When I hear roasted duck and dressing, it just screams Christmas, y'all. And I'm going to show y'all just how my mama used to do it. It's very simple, y'all. Some people are intimidated about cooking ducks. Some people don't like ducks. But let me tell you a little story here, and I'm going to get started here, I promise. At my house, I've cooked duck. When I used to do Christmases at my house for the past, the last couple of years I haven't, but for like 6, 7, 8 years in a row. And it's always duck in my house. And I got all my friends, my nieces and nephews loving duck. And I guess they never tasted it before, or never eaten it. And they didn't know what it was before, and they absolutely love it. Because duck is so juicy and tender, and you really can't screw it up, really. You really can't screw up a duck because there's so much fat. You don't really have to baste it. In the description of the recipe, I'm going to tell y'all to baste it. But you really don't have to baste the duck because it has so much fat on it. I mean, look at this. It's all fat on this duck right here. And you really don't have to do nothing to it. It's really proof. So let's get started. What I like to do, y'all, which I'm going to do it again here. When I take the duck, it has all these insides up here. You take the neck out. And some duck, like this one, had an orange packet in it, which I don't want. So I threw it away. You can use it once, but it's like garbage. It's pretty much garbage. That orange pack they put in there, to make orange sauce, it is completely garbage to me. It has no use for me. So anyway, these duck legs, the duck, you got the hearts, the kidneys, the neck, and the liver. If you want to use that, you can. I got some herbs here, and what I like to do, y'all. First thing I'm gonna do, I clean the duck off really good. Let me drain. I already washed it already. I'll wash it again. Okay. Get this suck out the sink. First thing I like to do, I'm going to put herbs in the cavity. I'm going to put some celery and onions deep into the cavity of this duck before I even season the outside. So that way I don't mess up the seasoning. So, let me show y'all here. You know, all this does, y'all, it helps the duck stay moist. When you stick fruit, you can put a fruit in there. You put an apple in there. Some people does that. I'll just stick as much as I can here, y'all. Like I say, duck is one thing you pretty much cannot screw up. Put the rest of them in there. Let that cooks down. There we go. Now, got that all pushed up in there. Now, only thing I'm going to do now, let me get this out the way. I know I'm in y'all way, y'all. Give me 1 second here. Somebody going to say, no, we can't see you. Well, you don't see me on Mondays when I sit down and talk. You don't need to see me now. That's what I tell these people. Okay. They're the same people who won't watch me on Mondays, but complain about me all throughout the week that they can't see me. Okay, now, next thing we're going to do, 1 second here. I want to pat this dry as much as I can, y'all. We're going to flip it over. We're going to start on this side. And all we're going to do, we're going to season nothing fancy. Why I hate when people try to be fancy with stuff. Nothing fancy, y'all. We're going to put some olive oil. I use some vegetable oil and olive oil mix. Put over here. I'll just use a fancy word now. Only reason I'm doing this, so the salt and pepper can adhere. See that? Adhere. I know. Somebody say, oh, he getting fancy again. Honey, he getting fancy over here. What is adhere? Look that up on the Google. What does that mean? Okay. I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to put a little calendars. And we're going to put salt and pepper. Salt and pepper here. Nothing fancy, y'all. Season it really good. And this is one dish that I love, y'all, because one item, one product or animal or poultry that I love so much. You know why? Because it has a natural flavor on it, y'all, that's amazing. You don't need a lot of seasoning to it. Now I tell you, all protein has a natural flavor, but duck takes it to the next level. So what I'm gonna do, I got my pan here, a roasting pan right here that I only use pretty much for ducks. Flip that bad boy over and lay it right here. Put my little carrots, not carrots, but my celery and onions back in here. And what you can do, you can kind of push that up in there like that. But we ain't gonna be fancy like that, y'all. We're gonna keep it simple. Okay, now, put some oil on top here. All we're gonna do is put some oil on here so the seasoning can adhere. Just stick, that's what it means. I'm gonna just make sure it sticks to the product. I keep washing my hand. Make sure you wash your hand when you're dealing with pork. Okay, pork, not pork, but poultry. All right, little Cavenders. You can use whatever seasoning you want, y'all. I like my Cavenders, you know that, C-A-V-E-N-D-R-S. Some people never heard about it. I've been using this for over 40 years. All right, put some salt and pepper on it. It looks like a lot of salt and pepper, y'all, but it's not. It's not, because this thing gonna cook down a lot. Okay, that's it. How simple is that? Now what I'm gonna do, y'all, I'm gonna make me some, which I ain't gonna show you on video. Y'all seen me make dressing before. I'm gonna make me some old school cornbread dressing. Like 15 minutes before this duck is completely ready, I'm gonna take it out of this pan and stick it right in the middle of that cornbread dressing like my mama used to do. And let it cook like that. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. But one thing I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put a little water in the bottom of this, y'all. About a cup of water in the bottom of the pan. Kind of help it get started here. Let the juices get started. About that much right there. Now, I'm gonna cook this for about an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes uncovered. 350 degrees. After 1 hour, I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna cover it with foil. Because if you cook it uncovered, I learned this the hard way, y'all. Let me tell you a little story here. My mom, I'm telling you, she taught me so much. Thank God she taught me so much. She taught me how to cook a perfect duck. Kind of cook, this was my first Thanksgiving cooking duck at my house. So I'm cooking duck, I put it on in time. Get here, the people start showing up. I got everything else ready. I told Mama, I curled over the corner. I said, Mama, I had the duck in by almost 3 hours, and it still ain't done. Well, she come and look, loving. She said, baby, what you need to do, put some foil over it. Put some foil, cover it in foil. Give it about 30 more minutes, and it'll be ready. I put foil on that, y'all. Within 15, 20, that duck was tender, almost falling off the bone. She was exactly right. What happens, it creates a steam in there. It should have been common sense knowledge, but never cooked a duck before like that. And it absolutely works. So that's what I do. I cook it an hour, uncovered, may get a nice color on it, maybe an hour and a half. You want that nice, pretty color on it. Then you're going to cover it up and cook it for another hour. Just like that. Like I said, I'm going to cook a little bit under an hour because I'm going to place it into my dressing that I'm going to make. And as my dressing, this duck finished cooking, and the dressing takes about, you know, my dressing takes about 20, 30 minutes to cook. And it's going to all be ready together. It's another thing I got learned about my mom. So anyway, Vlogmas Day 4, old school roasted duck and cornbread dressing. Just getting started. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. I want to show y'all something. Like, all ducks are not created equal. This been in the oven almost an hour, y'all. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to pour a little of this, I'm going to get my tongs here. A little of this fat off of here. I'm going to kind of, you know, it don't take much. You don't have to baste the duck that much. Just kind of pour it right back on top of that, just like that, y'all. That's going to just baste. You don't have to really baste it like an actual turkey. Now, what I want to do, I want to get more color on this. And I'm going to have to watch it every 20 minutes or so till I get a nice color on it. And I'm going to come back when I got a nice color. Because sometimes it takes an hour. Sometimes it takes an hour and 30 minutes. Once you get that nice color you want, that's when you put the foil over there, completely seal it, and cook it for another 45 minutes to an hour. It shouldn't take no more than 2.5 hours to cook a duck. And this is a nice 10-pound duck. And also, y'all, as I told y'all, I got my old school dressing. You already made. Like I said, I'm not gonna do a video on my dressing. Y'all know about my stock with my turkey, the meat from the turkey necks and the turkey butts, turkey tails, and I got my sage sausage in there, a little celery and onions, and fresh sage. And I'm gonna simmer that. I've been simmering that for about 1.5 hours. Then I got my cornbread already right here. See my cornbread here already crumbled up. Cornbread's about 2 days old. So yeah, so I'm gonna put that dressing together. I'm gonna put it on the, and I'm gonna lay the duck on top of it right when it's almost ready. About 15 more minutes into the cooking process before it's ready. And then I'm gonna put it on the dressing. I'm gonna show you the whole procedure, but what I'm saying, about 1 hour, take it out and check it. If it's not completely brown, I want a nice color on it. Take some of them juices that come out of the pan, just pour it right on top of it. It ain't gonna hurt it. And put it back in the oven and check it every 20, 30 minutes to where you get that nice color. I'm gonna show y'all the color I'm looking for, and then we're gonna cover it with foil and cook it until it's almost done. You can, if you're not putting it with dressing, you're gonna do it till it's completely done. But I don't want to do it completely done, put it in the stove with the dressing, and it kind of overcook and dry out, which is hard to dry it up, but I don't want to take that chance. So anyway, y'all, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back here. Okay, y'all, the duck is still in the oven. I haven't even took it out the cover yet. But what I'm going to do, I like to go on and get my dressing already done and in the pan. So it can kind of settle a little. That's what my mom used to do. She used to do it like lay ahead. And then all she had to do was wait on the duck to get ready. And she just added right to it. So y'all seen this before. I did this for Thanksgiving. I just put my stock in here. All this is, y'all, is my celery and onions. Like I told you, the meat from the turkey necks, the meat from the turkey tails, my sage sausage, old school turkey stock that I use. I actually made the stock, you know, the turkey you have left over from Thanksgiving, them bones. I made stock from this bones. If y'all want to see a video on that, let me know. Because that's some of the most flavorful stock it is. The bones, you know, from the turkey, leftover turkey, you pick the meat off the bone. I'm telling y'all, that's some of the best stock you can make. Okay, y'all, get all this here, all this stock in here, really, really good here. Like I say, I love meat in my dressing, y'all. This is the old way of doing it. If y'all been watching me enough, you know I don't use no cream or nothing, mushroom or cream or. I really like to say, I don't know where that started from. Old school days. The old people, they didn't use no cream of mushroom and cream of chicken in no dressing. That was unheard of. Okay. Get that all mixed up in there, y'all. Look at that. Look at that nice dressing there, y'all. That's old school dressing. Okay, now what I like to do, y'all, I'm gonna put a little sage in here. I got sage already. Y'all know I like to put a little bit more. Some people like sage, some people don't. I don't like too much, but I definitely like to know I got some sage in my dressing. So I use, that's the only dry herb you'll see me pretty much use during my holiday. You know, I use fresh herbs. Of course, I got fresh sage in there too. Okay, I know it needs salt and pepper. So we're gonna go little by little. Put a little in there, and I'm gonna taste it. And then I'll put my eggs in there, and that'll pretty much do it. I know I'm gonna need a little bit more stock in here too. I can tell that dry cornbread really absorbing that stock. So, let's see here. Okay, let me taste it here. I'm gonna put a little bit more stock. I know I'm gonna need. I'm gonna put some eggs in here too, y'all. So, oh yeah, nice moist dressing. There we go. Now we're gonna taste this one more time here. A little bit more salt and pepper. Always taste your food, y'all. But when you season it, make sure you don't put a lot of seasoning at one time. Little by little. The last thing I'm going to do is throw my eggs in here. That's going to make it creamy and it's going to bind it. There we go. And that little stock I got left over in there, y'all, I'm going to cool it down. The little dressing stock here, I'm going to cool it down. And guess what? I'm going to freeze it. Anytime I want to have dressing in the next 3 months or so, I got my stock already made. All I got to do is put it out, heat it up, bake me some cornbread. See, this here is valuable stuff there, buddy. And I'm good to go. Another tip from my mom, y'all. Okay, move that over there. I got my pan right here, y'all. This here and get all that off of there. Scrape all that goodness off of there, y'all. All of that goodness off of there. Okay, now. I ain't know the camera's moving. I was just dealing here today. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Dressing right there. Now, like I say, we're going to lay that duck right in the middle of it here. Once that duck get almost ready, we're going to cook it about 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes. And then we'll come back and everything be ready. But I'll be back once the duck get ready. We're going to set that duck right in the middle of that dressing, y'all, and let it cook. So we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. All right, y'all, that is brown as I want this duck, y'all. I don't want no browner than this. So remember, when we uncover it, I'm about to cover it up. Now, after I uncover it, you know, I got to cook it some more in the oven, uncover it with the dressing for about maybe 20, 30 minutes. That way it's going to finish getting completely brown. But what I want to do right now, I'm going to completely seal this. We're going to go about an hour on this. Maybe 45 minutes. We're going to check. I like to check it after about 45 minutes. Because remember, I'm not cooking it completely all the way. I'm going to cook it till it's about 15 or 20 minutes out to go. Because I don't want it to dry out. Remember, I got to set it on this dressing I just made. And it's going to cook the rest of the way right in the dressing. So, I'm going to put it back in the oven. Cover it. You ain't got to baste this thing or nothing. You see I just poured a little juice on top earlier, but a duck, you ain't got to worry about basting it. It has that much fat in it. Like, duck fat is gold in the food industry, y'all. It's expensive in gold, and like gold. So anyway, put it in the oven about 45 minutes. We'll come back, and we'll put it on the dressing, and we're going to finish it off in the oven. Old school roasted duck and cornbread dressing. This is Christmas for me, y'all. So we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. Okay, I just took the turkey out. The duck out the oven. It's got like 15 more minutes to go. So this is what I'm gonna do, y'all. Take this, that nice dressing I made earlier. I'm gonna do science to this, y'all. There is a science to this. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna take this sucker. Go right in here, y'all. There we go. Lay that thing right in there, y'all. Get this right in here now. Push it down in there just a little. Just a little. There we go. Now, see that? Let me turn it this way so y'all can see it. See that there? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cook it in the oven by 30, 35 minutes. Uncovered. And it's going to get a little bit more color on it. You see how it needs a little bit more color to go on it? So we're going to put a little bit more color on it, y'all. Of course, we want to cook this dressing until it's firm. I want to push it down as far as I can. And when we come back, y'all, we're going to have some old school roasted duck and cornbread dressing. Just like Mama used to make just like I grew up on every Christmas. Since I was a knee-high to a grasshopper. We'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna show y'all something. You know all that duck fat that was in there, in the end of the bottom of that pan? Look at this. I added it to that leftover turkey. Look at that good. That is nothing but good flavor right there, y'all. And this is how much I had left over from the dressing. And what I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna put this when it cool down, put it in a Ziploc bag, y'all. And we're gonna put this in the freezer. And y'all, when I make some more dressing in the next couple of months or whatever, all I gotta do, y'all, is make some cornbread. Everything else is ready for it. Look at that nice base. It's already got the sage in there. The flavor from the duck. You got the turkey necks in there, turkey tail meat. But everything I need is right here in the base right there. That's valuable stuff. Don't ever throw that away, y'all. So I just want to show y'all what I do with the turkey leftover duck drippings that come off the turkey duck. That's what I do with it. I'm not going to make a gravy for this, y'all, right now, because they don't even need a gravy with this duck. They're so moist. The duck is so moist, the dressing so moist. I don't even need a gravy. All I need is a slice of cranberry sauce. Anyway, y'all, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. Duck is ready, out of the oven. And look at this, y'all. Perfectly baked. The dressing's perfectly cooked. That's my Christmas growing up right there, y'all. Mama would set that out on the table. Oh my God, look at that goodness there, y'all. The dressing's perfectly moist. The duck is perfectly, see that color on it? That's the color. That's why you want to always cook it almost till it's done. If you're going to do it in the oven like this, uncover it the last 15 minutes or so, you got that beautiful brown, golden brown color. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to step off, do this world famous YouTube thumbnail, and we're going to come back, and guess what? Vlogmas ain't over yet. We're going to try this out, and I got to prove to y'all how my childhood is and how I'm keeping the tradition going. I'm going to show y'all how moist this duck is and how flavorful this dressing is. Y'all should already know. You see me make dressing last month. So anyway, y'all, Vlogmas Day 4, almost finished. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back. Look at this here, y'all. That's a plate of goodness. So y'all put a little cranberry sauce on there. Let me eat this dressing. Y'all know I slightly undercooked my dressing on purpose because I freeze it. And y'all saw the process that I rewarm it up. So I always slightly undercook it, just a little. Well, dressing's done anyway. People don't realize it's done when it go in the oven. Okay. Look at this duck. Look at that duck, y'all. Perfectly cooked. Look at that. The dressing on there with that duck. I'm telling y'all, if you never had duck before, you are selling yourself short. Let's go in here. So flavorful. Let me show you. Let me just come off the bone. See that? Come off the bone like that. All right. Only thing about duck, there's not a lot on it. You don't get a bang for your buck with it. Because a duck will cost you 25 bucks. Same as a turkey. I'm telling you, it's 10 times better than a turkey, y'all. Look at that, y'all. Look at that, y'all. I'm definitely putting this in the freezer because it's way before Christmas. And I'm going to put it out on Christmas. That's why I like to slightly. Y'all saw the process the last month, what I do with my dressing. And why I slightly undercook it. Oh my God. Let me close the video out, y'all. But I gotta eat. I gotta eat for real. So anyway, y'all. Vlogmas Day 4 here. I got a lot more to go, like 20 or more of these things to go. So anyway, If you like the video, please share, please comment, please subscribe. Please follow my other social media accounts, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Remember the hashtag 2022, helping others with a purpose. Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye. Vlogmas Day 4, done.